Hey guys, Farmer Jeremiah here with Jocus Farm. So we're just doing a update on our seedlings. We moved them out here about 6 days ago, almost a week now. We moved them out. Well, we did move them out last week on Saturday, a day early. We were planning on transplanting these on the 1st, which is tomorrow, Easter. But it seems that we're going to be having a cold front move in early next week, which is going to prevent us from doing that. We've been watching the weather the last week, and it seems that the temperature is definitely going to dip below 32, which is way too risky, and I've yet to get any frost cloths, so we'll just be patient. Got our Rutgers here. They're doing pretty well. It's going to be our main slicing tomato that we're going to be growing this year. And our yellow pears. And we have a few Arkansas Travelers and Cherokee Purples, but I've mostly transplanted those out. Today is fertilizer day. Learned a lot through this crop and how we're going to go about changing our methods for next year. But we also got to start a fall crop in June of strictly Romas. Now this is the more the cherry type tomatoes. I got the green vernissage, the black vernissage, the black cherry, and then I also have an Italian Roma on the end here that from seeds that we saved. I'm going to do a little video on the varieties that we'll be growing and just kind of explain the different growth types. The Romas are determinate, which are more of a bushy plant, and the other majority are mostly indeterminate, which are vining plants, which will keep growing as long as the growth tip is strong, and it should provide for us all summer long through the fall. So really excited about that, but it seems that we're gonna have to stall on our timing due to the fact that, like I said, there is a frost on the way. So I'm happy that we're able to kind of forecast our schedule, and we'll adapt to it. Just want to do like a quick tour of the garden. It just looks pretty awesome in my eyes. Yes, I do let some weeds grow, especially clover. It puts nitrogen back in the soil. If it's clover, I usually don't pick it. That was our little romaine. Our garlic crop is just looking, to me, just awesome. It's the best garlic crop that we've grown here on the farm. Got 3 varieties: Music, German Red, and Spanish Roja. And we got a little onion patch here that's mediocre. But as long as I can get some spring onions, I'll be happy. So yeah, I'm going to explain the different varieties that we're growing and kind of take a look at got some Romas growing, and pretty soon we'll be harvesting all this romaine. Having some problems with aphids, but we've caught it pretty early. I only saw maybe one plant that had a colony developing, and we got that taken care of. So I'm here to talk about the varieties that we're going to be choosing to grow. The first I want to talk about is Rutgers. As you can see, and as it says, the old-time favorite. Now there's 2 different kinds of Rutgers you can buy, so you always want to make sure that you look at the packaging. As you can see, it says indeterminate, which is the vining type. There is a determinate variety I've seen sold by other seed vendors, but this is an indeterminate variety. It's going to be our main slicer tomato, great for canning. We're growing Cherokee Purples. It's a classic tomato. It's got great flavor. It's a beefsteak tomato. It's also indeterminate variety. We're not going to grow as many of these, but they're just going to be in the collection, so hopefully we'll see some fruits, and I'll show you how those go. Now these came from Baker Creek. They're free. See, free seed. It's a tomato black vernissage. We're going this variety. We grew it last year, did pretty well, so I hope it does real well this year in a raised bed with a little bit more effort put into it. It has a nice, the black, it has a nice flavor. Like the black tomatoes kind of have a distinctive flavor. To me, it kind of tastes like smoky, but that's me. A new one that we're growing is the green vernissage. I'm assuming it's just going to be like its cousin, the black vernissage. Um, so we're going to try this one out this year. It was another free seed. So if the other one did pretty well, I'm assuming this one will do pretty well. You got to repeat. This is a tomato variety that we're trying out for the first time this year. It's called Puron. It's good for canning and slicing, it says, and it has a pretty quick mature date, around 60 days, I believe. We're also trying out this cherry variety, Jujube, and this is the first year we'll be growing it. I've read some reviews. It grew well in Texas, so I hope it grows well here in Oklahoma. So excited to see how that turns out. We put a couple in the high tunnel. I think that's all we're going to put. They didn't grow too well in the seedling stage, but we'll see how they do. The yellow pear, a classic tomato. It did really well last year for us. Kind of late on the start, but we're going to be growing a good crop of these this year and should get a nice turnout. I love the flavor. They're awesome for snacking. And the black cherry tomato. I didn't have much luck with this when I grew it a couple years ago, but that had to do with poor drainage. But these are very popular with people. They love the flavor of them, and they just love that they're a little cherry tomato. The only con with these is they split pretty easily. There's a couple of seeds that I don't have here that I'm going to talk about. The Roma. We're growing Roma. It's a nice canning variety. It is used primarily for making paste, sauces, and stuff like that. It grows on a determinate bush. And we're also going to be growing Arkansas Travelers, which are not my huge crop for this year. I don't think I'm putting any in the garden except for just in pots that are going to be, they're just a nice medium-sized slicing pink tomato. It's an indeterminate variety. The only determinate varieties we're going to be growing this year is the Puron, which is more of a semi-determinate. So I'm excited to see how the growth goes on that because I have yet to ever try out a tomato plant like that. And the Roma is a determinate, as well as the Italian Roma. That means they just grow on a bush, set the fruit, and that's the only crop they put out. Well, the indeterminate variety continues to grow regardless. It's like a vining type. As the determinate's more of a bushy, the indeterminate is a vining crop. So that's just a short video showing what we're going to be growing, and we'll be doing updates as we continue on. So thanks for tuning in. See ya.